Speaking of an awesome boss, hello! How's everybody doing out there? Hello, friends. My name is Brad Beard, owner and winemaker for Mercury Wine, located in the heart of downtown. No, God damn. Located in downtown Garza.
Garzaville? You've been to Garzaville.
Hello, friends. My name is Brad Beard, owner and winemaker for Mercury Wine. My spot is in downtown Geyserville. Happens to be the heart of Alexander Valley. And all sorts of fun stuff like that. Where this one and I talk about some wine, we pair it up with some food, hopefully dispense a little knowledge and some good times.
A great time. Always a good
and,
time in
stuff
Geyserville.
like that.
It's impossible not to have a good time in Geyserville. It really is.
Reminds me of a song called Ghost Town.
Ghost Town.
Not a soul to be seen.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. Who sings that?
Adam Lambert.
I'm not familiar with that. I will look it up. That sounds
Yeah.
fun. I know Ghost Riders in the Sky.
That's a really good song.
That's one of my favorites.
Ghost Riders in the Sigh.
No,
No, the Sigh.
in the Sigh. Got it.
Are you gonna be ready for this program or not?
I am ready. I am on. I'm here for you.
God, I'm feeling a little frisky. All right,
It's
so
one of those
tonight we're
weeks,
going to
you
be
know?
engaging in my 2017 Zinfandel,
Nice.
and we'll also be engaging in the sister,
Yay.
maybe a little bit of Viognier, and maybe some Sauvignon Blanc. And the staff made me open this up, even though there's so little left.
There's very little left, but we just got one of those bottles. Kind
did.
of a perk.
Well, it was
kind of
in the
a perk.
fridge. We don't want to resell a bottle that was in the fridge.
No, it was already too cold.
So it must be consumed.
It has to be.
That's what we were thinking. Oh my God, what else are we doing? We're going to be talking about, here's the deal. Here in Geyserville, believe it or not, it has been warm.
Yes.
We've gotten out of the 50s and 60s, and today it was
So
like
beautiful.
73. And I saw the sun when I woke up, and it was beautiful. And I thought, wow, is it spring? Is it not? I don't know. I don't care. I don't want anything wintry
Hi, Fred.
food-wise. So today we're going to be talking about our sliders, and we used the
Yum.
same mix that we did for my super fantastic make-your-own steak burger.
Mm-hmm.
That would be, let me see, that's rib meat. That is
Sirloin?
No, not
No?
sirloin.
No sirloin?
That's we got brisket, rib, brisket, and chuck
Ooh.
as
God, that
the
sounds
three
delicious.
we are rolling with, and I'm sure it's only about 90% fat to meat ratio. Absolutely fantastic. We've got
though,
that.
kids.
And then so the sliders, and then of course we had to pair it with something, and I forgot to get French fries today, so we made cheesy potatoes again.
God,
But you know,
everybody loves them.
Who-
I know I do.
who doesn't want a Grady potato?
I just look like a potato. I'm not actually a potato. I just look like
Or
it.
is it potato? And then, oh my gosh, all sorts of other great things. I'm sure you guys have all gotten the emails about the wine club coming up.
Wine club's
I
coming.
know that because a lot of you have changed up.
Yep.
The other thing that we actually need to talk about at this moment, and I think that there's 1 to 2 or 3, it might already be sold out left. So somebody probably should be checking this as we discuss. But the brand new, oh my God, gonna go viral like a vine. Dinner with Brad and Jim
Good friends.
is
Cards.
going to be sold out, I believe, either at this moment or within the next couple of moments.
There are only 50 slots available, and we're pretty
we've
darn
got
close to
2 or 3
being
left.
done.
So within
Get 4 wines paired over 4 weekends or 4 weekdays, Wednesdays, right?
I like to remember it saying that it is a 4-course,
Yes.
4-week, interactive,
Yes.
progressive winemaker dinner with not only the principals but the owners and winemakers for 2 prestigious, unbelievably how hard it is to obtain their wine.
It is. But then you get to get those 4
Winemakers.
wines and taste them along with them.
It's
It's gonna be
$105.
awesome.
It's $105. It's retarded.
It is. It's ridiculous.
Makes no sense.
You can't
makes
even
no sense.
just go down to
You're going to get
an
us
out burger
for a lot of time.
$105 these days.
And Jim, he looks a little shady, but he can throw down in the food
Oh
department.
yeah, absolutely.
And his wines can back up
Mushroom
those things.
soufflés.
We have
mushroom soufflé.
I think they're calling them personal mushroom souffle.
I like that.
And then they're calling it some sort of a squash.
Right, some
Most
sort of squash
likely
thing.
butternut squash
Who cares
soup.
about squash?
But
But Brad's
Oh my
doing.
God, the Dungeness crab. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
And when we planned this, I fully expected that Dungeness crab could be
Might be more easily available.
obtained and you don't have to pay $50 a pound. But again, we are an
Apparently.
exclusive winemaker,
Yeah.
and our exclusivity means that
Everything
I'm
costs triple.
requiring you to pay $50 for cooked and picked crab to make my crab salad. It goes a long way.
You know what? You get that crabette.
It feeds 5.
Oh, well.
If
That's
you do
a
the
reason to
pound.
spend $100
But if you're
per
already gonna,
pound.
you get their stuff.
But again,
and then,
the flavor, the pairings, you
mm,
can't put money. You can't
yeah.
put a value
then,
on that.
And then, hey Anna, I know that you're working back and forth over there on the chat line, but could you also monitor how many people have signed up, just in case we're actually sold out? If you periodically check that out,
And you
for
can
me,
go
I'd
to the
sure
website
appreciate it.
and click on the thing.
But
and...
if we're oversold, it's still going to happen. So we
Oh
don't
yeah.
want to have that.
Well, I
happen.
have it automatically blocked off. So if it's sold out,
You have it.
if,
Wait a minute.
yes,
You do?
yeah. If they click on
Oh,
that
well,
button,
Anna, then I
it's
don't
going to say
care.
sold out.
When did that
Sorry,
happen,
kids.
Grady?
This afternoon.
Wait a minute. You were off today, so you
I
got
know.
that handled on your day off?
I was sitting there working on the computer all day. I was trying to work outside, and then I was like, "Oh my God, we're getting close!" And so I figured out how to
You put it in,
put an end.
so we
once
cannot
hit, once
oversell it.
We cannot oversell it.
You know what I was kind of hoping for?
We were overselling.
Oversell it.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my God,
Oh
500
no!
people.
I sold
How do you have a
500,
500 person Zoom
but
meeting?
we told people it was going to be exclusive.
Exactly. So again, if 500 people, just a bunch of
No,
yahoos
so
in there with
only
our
gonna
cool
be-
viewers,
Only going to be the certain amount. That's
right?
good.
So
All right.
if
So that's
if
what's
you can click
happening.
the button, you can do it. If you cannot click the button, we're sold out. But don't despair. Brad and Jim are going to do this again in April
We
with
are.
another 4 amazing
Yeah.
foods paired with 4 different wines.
Yeah, I think we're
It's
gonna.
going to be exciting.
We went crazy on this one. I think we're gonna super up our game on the next
Yeah.
one, and yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. And then I know why it's gonna be exciting, because Brad, because Brad and Jim are gonna be hosting. No, because Jim and I are gonna be hosting this fun event, and I just love hanging out with him. I love picking his brain
Yep.
on his winemaking
His winemaking falafel.
his winemaking philosophies.
Yes. Very similar to yours, but yet with an interesting twist. You know,
These things are struggling today.
you've got to do that A-E-I-O-U thing that I do. It really helps get the enunciation going.
I think it's my sinus.
I'm certain it's sinus
Six.
medication. Positive. ActiFed and me, I was asleep through most of math, and that's what I blame my poor math skills on, because the ActiFed. Because
We do have a question
Oh,
what?
we have a
Already?
question right off the bat.
from John Huda.
Oh,
Hello, Hoodox.
It's on
Are
John.
we getting chairs and serious wine talk today?
oh, we did miss that
Ooh.
last time.
We haven't done it.
Oh,
Chairs and serious wine talk.
Golly,
You know, I
Brad.
was thinking about that I missed it last week, and then nobody complained that I missed it. But
Maybe we grabbed something from
I was
our library.
kind of sad that I didn't do that. So yes, it is.
Well, we had a
coming
lot
today.
to go. Last week there was a lot happening.
Was it the second one or the first one?
I can't remember. Was it the second?
I don't know. There's
Maybe
always,
the
there's
first
always
one.
a lot
Was I
happening.
dressed up?
Here's the deal. No, that was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so last week, God, this month is flying by.
It is
grief,
unbelievable
kids.
how quickly things have been going.
They have been. They've been
But
really fast.
yes, we will have a sit down with Brad and Grady and
Nice.
talk about.
I'm
some
really
things.
excited to figure out what we're going to be talking about. It's going to be a good time. Oh,
I'm
Freddie,
going to be on.
I
I'm
have
going to
some
be on that
pepperoni
as
for
well.
you.
Oh, and we don't have
Here, Fred.
Archie, Freddie's best new bud.
Oh,
He's
little
not
Arch.
here today, but we'll have him back next week. I have a
Fred, you want
feeling.
to come up and say hi? Come here, Mr. Fred. There's Mr. Fred.
Yeah, they
What a
hung
super
out a lot
pooch.
last night,
What a good
and
dog. Do not
Archie-
lick my cheese, Fred.
Archie got his cast off
Oh, his little
last
toe is
week.
healed up.
He's still in a splint, but the
Okay.
cast is off. But he's running around having a good time.
That's a good.
So next week he'll be as good as new. So we'll parade him around. And,
Yay.
have
Fred
some fun.
says,
But
Thanks, everyone.
one paw up for that cheese action.
Definitely one paw up. Again, Brad's always bringing out the crazy cheeses. They're so delicious. What is that? Do you know what that one is with the little holes
I
in it?
do. It's a creamy blue.
very
That's
mild.
yeah.
Subtle.
Well, that's why I if I'm just having a blue or a Roadford or something like that,
Mhm.
and I'll go ahead and pick out an extra creamy.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have less blue to the cream.
Right.
And the blue can be pretty intense when
Mhm.
you're having it just on its own. So I like to thin it out with a little bit of extra cream. And so that's an extra creamy blue. If you look at that, your local monger should have.
It's pretty gosh darn good. But again, just like Brad's wines, beautifully balanced.
That's
It's a balanced cheese.
and actually this is Oregon. This is a Rogue River
Oh,
extra creamy blue.
nice. It's delightful.
It's got all those blue flavors,
Mhm.
but they're a little subtle.
But they're not like smacking you in the taste buds at all.
But our desert rat JJ had it last night and ran around the house proclaiming that his taste buds were ruined forever because he's not a big blue cheese
Was
fan.
that a little intense for JJ?
And so even though
Trust me, brother, you'll
even
come
though I
around.
thought I was kind of lowering the
Uh-huh.
whole
Right, to make it
crazy
easy,
blue,
like an entry gateway
and
drug.
he was like,
cheese.
"Nope, not gonna
No.
happen." Not even with the wine. He was like, ruined everything for half an hour until he got that
Bless
off his
it.
tongue.
Well, we'll
Mm.
bring him to the dark side eventually.
Yeah. Is that a little Zinfandel with that?
Oh, that Zin was stunning.
A nicer, fruitier wine is good with it. Oh, I'm sorry. Wah. So thirsty.
You just
over
put
there.
that right away.
know.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you never know.
You
But,
don't want to have too much of this stuff.
Hmm.
Oh, all right. So now let's try that
I'll
with that
say-
beautiful creamy cheese.
Actually, I was about to say I would prefer it with a more structured, something like Cabernet or Cabernet Franc.
Right.
I'm wrong. Um, this Merlot in this extra creamy. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, did you see that face?
Change the character of the
His
cheese.
eyes looked like
completely.
they were going to explode as he was enjoying that.
It changed the character completely.
Mhm.
It brought the fruitiness from the Merlot out,
Mhm. Right up front.
and then again canceled
It's like a crazy
the-
fruit bomb.
like a crazy fruit bomb. But it took away the sharpness of the blue.
I wouldn't
How
want
come
to
you
drink
didn't
this.
give
All,
JJ
I
some
wouldn't.
of this?
I didn't want. Well, we were actually drinking a 14 sister last night when he had that with it.
Oh,
So the
that should have
14
been-
sister being a little bit darker,
Mm-hmm.
which of course it is, but it did not brighten it up like this.
Interesting.
So maybe we'll get JJ to try some of this tonight
yeah,
with
some of the
with the
sister.
Merlot.
Don't make that face.
Oh
dude.
my God,
Don't make that face.
he made he made the face that Grady makes when Brussels sprouts are being served.
Exactly. I can smell a Brussels sprout from a mile away. I will turn my bike around. I will. I'll go eat at someone else's house.
Okay, I was going to discount the Merlot pairing with this.
Stunning.
I'm gonna say
So different.
it's freaking fantastic.
It really
Typically, you
is.
need a little more intense, more structured
Like
one,
the
especially
Father,
because you
right?
got the Father, the Cab, because you got double cream
Right.
going on, so you got a lot of
You
extra
gotta
fat,
cut that fat.
and then you had that super sharp.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? That came around and made that really
Again,
pleasant.
Absolutely, the perfect pairing for that was the sister.
That was really nice.
What a great way to start the show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I hope you guys are eating some fun things this evening. Treating yourself as well you should.
Yes.
Shout out to Agnes. It's her anniversary.
What? Agnes!
You're enjoying,
Hello, New Jersey!
You're enjoying the father. Their anniversary.
Father for your
Oh my
anniversary?
gosh, that sounds fantastic.
Wow.
All right, New Jersey.
Well, here's to them.
And I
Great
can't remember what town in New Jersey is Agnes in. Is she anywhere near Edison or Metuchen?
And that's a lot for us to remember.
Because I've got a lot of, I
That
do
is
have
a
some
lot to
friends, and you know what? I got to get to
You
New
gotta
Jersey.
get you guys hooked
I
up
was supposed to come to New Jersey
before the
in
thing
late
hit.
Christmas,
Yeah.
and then we were talking maybe January, February,
Yeah.
and of course we can't be running around spreading the vid,
No.
so we're
things
not
happen.
going right now. But I really need to be getting out to the Jersey region. So
Absolutely.
Agnes, we will be heading there shortly. I'm so glad you're enjoying the Father. What year is Agnes enjoying?
Yes, because
Is she going up to date with the 16, or
which is
she
delish.
is she going
The
old
13
school
is
13,
Off the
7?
chain, as I like to say.
She didn't mention. She
Okay.
just said they're starting it off this week for anniversary. They're starting
Mm.
it off with the father.
How
Wow.
fantastic! I don't think
An
you could go
anniversary
wrong.
weekend kickoff with the Father
Beautiful.
sounds
Uh,
absolutely fantastic.
spectacular.
Sister went really good with the pepperoni too.
Mhm.
That was quite nice. And of course, I can't
Ooh.
help it. I've got 2 goat milk goudas here.
Let's go for it. Let's see how it is.
And it's Penn Batwell's birthday weekend as well.
And Ken
Ken
Bagwell's
Bagwell?
birthday.
Oh my God, sir! What are you? 21
Mhm.
now? Able to drink finally? Nice.
So
Happy birthday, rock star.
So awesome. Happy birthday, my friend. Glad to be celebrating it with you. I
What are
hope
you, like
that
a crazy Capricorn?
I hope that Mercury wine goes through the whole weekend with you and
I think it
you're
will.
having a good time.
He's got plenty. I know he does. You know what?
That is a fact.
Maybe open one of those elements. I think you picked up the element special for the holidays. Birthday element. I don't know if you can go wrong with Vedra.
All the elements just
Oh, can I have
tasting
a little more citrus?
fantastic
I'm going
right
to
now.
try it with the chorizo.
Sure thing.
Oh, sorry, JJ. I'll try to pick that up next time. Thank you, sir. Oh, I like the way Brad pours. That's why we don't let him pour in the tasting room. Wow.
So is the sister okay with that? That's
Wow.
This is a classic Spanish chorizo. So just almost a dominating flavor of paprika. Those Spaniards love their paprika. That is like their spice of life down there.
But wow, what's interesting is it brings out the tartar cherry notes. That paprika is bringing out the tartness, where you don't think about the sister as having tart cherry. There's hints, but it's not a overwhelming characteristic.
All right, I'm gonna have to get in there.
You were about to do something fun.
I did it with the pepperoni, but I did not do it with.
Wait till you try it.
All right.
With this crazy paprika bomb of a chorizo.
You can smell the paprika is good.
It's so good. My eyebrows are sweating. That's good chorizo.
It's gross.
See on the back end? Bing!
Where did you get the Spanish chorizo?
This is from locally here. It is a actual a real
Where did we get the chorizo?
An imported Spanish chorizo. It is we got it locally here at Big John's, our little fancy market in Healdsburg. But I do believe I don't remember the name of the brand. I apologize. But it Cost Plus World Market. Those are in most major cities around the country. They carry it. It's a natural, uncured little saran wrap, so you can see what's going on with some paper on the side.
Really good.
But any traditional chorizo from Spain is going to be super on the paprika side.
Yeah.
I think this was. No, the name's not coming to me. I've had it many times.
And you gave it to me for Christmas too, and I still can't remember.
Well, that's because I gave it to myself for Christmas, and we're just now getting to it. If you're going to get some, I'm going to get some too.
You got to get some too. You might, if you're going to be at Oliver's, you might as well pick out some for yourself, sir.
All right.
Well, this new year is starting off spectacularly.
It is.
I'm telling you. Oh,
Are we hungry?
Oh, Danny's going to bring over some
is
stuff.
preparing the magic. Hang on, kids. Here it comes.
Yeah, this is a good idea. Let's do that now. So that then we'll
get serious later.
We'll get serious later. What is this?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Screen Time, otherwise known as Danny.
Is here.
Show them what you got.
Favorite husband. Okay, here we go.
Shake it.
I did.
Here you go, Fred.
Some beautiful beef sliders, and with our cheesy potatoes. So gravy, no pickles,
no lettuce.
Thank
you.
Onion for you.
Beautiful.
Brad, you got everything. And
oh, man.
So one is pepper jack and one is cheddar. One
Delightful.
is pepper jack, one is cheddar.
God, those look
Cheesy
so good.
potatoes with everything.
Kids.
I say
check
that pepper jack's the wrong color. Oh, you gave him the special sauce.
Oh,
yeah.
But you gave him special sauce. Do I have special sauce?
What is the special sauce?
So that is the Chipotle aioli that Brad made for his upcoming video.
Chipotle adobe aioli. Adobo.
Adobe, adobo. What's the difference? One's just clay and the other is food.
So our historian just corrected me. I apologize about that.
Our archivist. Yes.
Oh.
Anyway, it's part of the whole Brad and Jim show. And it goes fantastic with the crab, but it's a beautiful dipping sauce. And what's great about that recipe that you didn't get because you didn't sign up is that it goes great with the crab, but it's a wonderful sauce on so many other things.
Right.
So obviously, you just make your own sort of mayo action, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Super
Something
good.
tells me that may be online somewhere sometime.
We can probably
They'll
get
be
that
able
out.
to.
We can
You'll
probably
be able
get that
to.
out.
You'll
We
be able
gotta.
to recreate it and have the kind of fun that we have.
They have to wait. Wait a minute. Did you put anything else on here besides onion? Just regular onions? What are these? You have crispy onions?
Okay, as
Nice.
well as you know those crispy onions that you get for Thanksgiving that you put on top of your
The green bean salad, right?
casserole.
Right.
Mm.
I put some of those on top too.
Nice.
So you got double. I know.
Mm.
I
Going
know.
crazy
I know.
here, dude.
That look. That's the look
Mm.
I like.
Wow.
Pretty good, huh?
So I can't remember if I told you. It feels like summer today.
It was 70 degrees here in Geyserville today.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, we've been
It
in the
was
low,
so
low
nice.
60s and some 50s for a month or two.
Yep.
So today I was feeling summery. That's why I requested these on the
Brad,
What
great
Brad
call.
requests,
on the
Danny
on,
does.
makes.
on the request line.
Fantastic.
And so Magic
Wow.
Chef hopped to and made me some.
Those little crunchy onions just take to the next level,
Doesn't
kids.
it?
Oh man.
Right. Crunchy
All right.
onion.
So what are you pairing with this?
Well, we're doing the Zin and the Merlot.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think both are going to be fantastic. I'm going to start
I'm
with the Merlot.
excited
Mhm.
to try the Zin. And
Well, you should probably try it.
well, I'm going to be making my own, behind camera, and I'll be taking whatever.
BC,
I had a little Merlot in
like
there.
little DD.
Okay.
That Merlot goes spectacular with that Chipotle. It
Oh, you got
brightens-
Chipotle on yours. So
Yeah.
talk about the
Yeah.
Chipotle.
So the Chipotle, subtle, delicious, blending in with all the flavors, but it's funny. The Merlot pops the Chipotle on the back of the palate.
Nice.
So you get that little extra hint of
Love
spice
it.
at the back end. Delightful, sir. Delightful.
So you're telling me that you got back end spice,
Mm-hmm.
and it went really good with the Merlot.
Fantastic with the Merlot.
Okay.
Well, that's good
There
to
we
know
go.
because if you're going to follow along
Mm-hmm.
with the Brad and Jim show,
Right.
you're going to have this aioli underneath your crab.
So
and
maybe
so then it'll actually help pair with the Merlot as well.
I think so
Mm.
because the Merlot is in the pairing, but not with that particular dish. Is that
No,
correct?
it's with the my black cherry.
Here,
Nice.
Fred.
I got a
Um,
feeling it's going to pair beautifully.
Oh.
Fred's already been up, and he's like,
Oh,
"Dude,
he's
I'm
like,
so
no.
tired. I
Oh.
turned 10 this year. I don't like to jump up on the
Poor
table
baby.
You
anymore."
got to get up to get down, Fred.
But
Come
that's
on.
Get
okay.
up to get down.
I gave him plenty of bites. You know that Grady's always throwing him stuff under the table here.
Mm.
All right, enjoy everybody. I'm gonna make myself and Anna a little
please,
dish
yes.
of this.
Dude,
and
Wow.
spectacular as usual. It is
No
stunning.
sparing of the
love you
cayenne.
all.
The
I know
cayenne's
how
out
you
there.
like your spice.
That's
girl.
so spicy.
Okay.
So I would love to try a little Zin.
Would
Once you finish, so I could see how it pairs and does the
Always
thing.
so thirsty over here.
You know, I drink for a living.
All right. Okie dokie.
God, the nose on
Yeah.
that Zin is phenomenal.
What does it remind? What is it? What does it smell like, Grady?
It actually reminds me a lot of the 11. It's got so much rich cherry, but yet there's that underlying plum. Ooh, oh man, it's
Rich-
getting better by the day.
Rich cherries and plum.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Kind of reminds you of Russian River.
Hmm.
All right, let's see how this bad dog goes.
There's a lot of Russian River fruit here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I pick up some nice strawberries, but they're not dominating.
No,
or
the
super
strawberries
jammy.
they kind of dance in at the back
Mhm.
end for sure. God, those burgers are cooked perfectly, sir.
Thank you.
John Hudak commented that the dark side seems like the right pairing. I thought he was pretty smart because I was thinking.
John Hudak saying that Dark Side would pair delightfully with Chipotle, and I believe you, sir. I totally believe you.
Ask John what vintage. Which
year?
vintage do you think? The brand new 18?
Or what
the
about that
16?
that beautiful 14? That 14 was off the chain.
Could be a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's find out. Grady, you think you could talk for a second while I find some wine?
I'm certain I could.
All right,
So-
I can back you up over here.
All right,
I'm just
well,
not
that's
on
right, 'cause
camera.
you're mic'd, because it really doesn't matter if you're on screen.
My God, Anna.
But then you
How
can
hot
still
do you
hear
have it
Brad
over here?
without having to see him. How cool is that? It's like when
Dude.
Brad calls in instead of comes in. Super awesome.
Well, let's
All right.
see.
So, 168 winos walk into a bar. And you guys can finish that yourself.
All right, I found some. Oh, that's Freddie Cuvée.
No, everything's labeled. I just redid the library, so everything's actually marked and labeled. Hot dog. I think Brad's found
JJ,
the
would
perfect
you
thing.
see what that box over there says on top? I don't know if I want to open a 14 dark side.
Okay.
I think we should actually
looking
open
for
an
the
18.
16?
No, I want the I want the things that people know are coming.
That's right. That are coming out very soon.
Yeah.
Here you go, sir.
Where's my wanky? Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I can't believe it was in your hand. That's a little freaky.
You know, man, I'm always planning ahead. Always got to have that wine
So
key ready
wrong,
at
so
any
wrong.
moment. That's why I carry one on my keychain.
And then JJ, actually, we're gonna need those fancy chairs if we could, please.
Oh no.
Because if we're gonna get all serious,
let's let's get some serious action going on here.
You know what's actually scaring me about this serious action? I probably
that?
should have picked the 14 before I dove into this.
But you know what though?
Because
we
just released the 18
Serious one time.
on Bring It On, Dan.
Why, thank you, sir.
Oh, JJ.
This is so fun.
Hey, JJ, has the 18 Dark Side gotten on to YouTube yet?
No,
Or are we still doing our final touches?
We're doing our final touches.
All right. Well, this one's coming up soon.
Nice.
It'll be on the YouTube.
Very exciting.
But I hope I described it the same as I did on YouTube.
Well, we shall find out. But of course, your wines are always evolving. They're always changing. Things are happening.
There's always an evolution.
That's
All
part of
right.
the fun. All right, here we go, kids. Hang
Let's get
on.
these things. Yeah, let's get these things figured out.
Oh my God. Just stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I haven't even had a chance to have a potato yet.
It's spicy. Be careful.
I'm always careful around spice.
All right. For those of you that know Mercury and me, we have the Dark Side here. Super fantastic. Not a classic blend from any particular region in the world where I always get serious about. Is it Bordeaux or is it
Rhone?
Rhone? Is it
a Rioja? No.
Is it a Puy Fusé?
This is
Is it a Macon Village?
a Bradley.
It is. We've only had one deviation where we ended up putting
the Pelerousson Noir.
Pelerousson in there, keeping it all in the family. But this one is 60% Syrah, 20% Petite Syrah, and 20% Cabernet Franc.
Super exciting.
So this is the one that you have not had.
No
one's had but us. It's coming up.
Look at the
color. Reason why we did a tasting note on this wine is because it is, it's tasting fantastic right now, and it's very exciting. But we've got this just wonderful, full-bodied. I'm losing. There it is.
What did you lose your audio?
I'm losing my stuff,
dude. It's so hard to lose your audio right in the middle of a presentation.
It's the dark side. It's the darker side of Brad. When I want something rich, full-bodied, luscious.
The color tells you that this is pure
throwing
sip.
caution to the wind.
Ooh.
Deep dark black cherries up front.
Yeah.
Little. And we just opened this, and it's very young. It needs a little more time to open up, but hints of chocolate.
Is there a little spiciness, a little spicy note right on the very tippy top?
There's spice, but it's a ripe plum, dark cherry, a little bit of spice, and then I'm getting that nice vanilla, just a little richness on the back of the nose. Oh, actually, I just had this wine 2 weeks ago and gave my first impressions. I'm going to say it's evolving. That is just really fantastic. It might actually be even better because it is such a powerful wine. I have these wonderful, rich, luscious fats on my tongue. So it could be that as well. And I have another burger here, so let's see if this is the one.
Did you get any of the chipotle on your burger?
I did.
Okay, because maybe that is changing your perception of this bad dog.
Well, while I'm biting, why don't you tell me the perception of what you think about
All
this
right.
wine?
It's rich. It hits the palate, but not in an explosive way. It hits the palate, but then it rides right across, and it finishes so clean. What's interesting is normally with the dark side, you get a brighter mid, and it swings back down. This is kind of straight across. So is this because it's still young and evolving?
Actually, for me personally, bright is, I would never describe it as a bright wine.
Mm-hmm.
I would describe it as intense. And the cherries and the plums or the black pepper is all there and very intense. But
Yep.
I would not usually describe the dark side as bright because to me, they're all heavier, darker flavors. But this has a very expressive fruity note
It
to
does. But I'm also
Um,
thinking maybe because I've had so much Chipotle that it's hitting
Well,
that
it's kind
Chipotle
of like the other
and kind
wine.
of
It's
riding
kind of
on
like the other wine when you tasted that creamy blue with it brightened the presentation of the
Right.
wine.
So I think it's because my palate is completely coated with
okay,
Chipotle
there we
right
go.
now.
So here's a great thing. So if you have if you want a big heavy wine tonight to drink, but your partner wants something a little lighter and fruity, get a nice spicy dish together
That's
and
exactly
pair this with, and then you'll get your big full-bodied red, but you'll have a more of a perception of a brighter, fruitier one.
Absolutely.
And I can see what you're.
Because my tongue is still stinging from all this wonderful Chipotle.
John Woodruff is asking about the spiciness of the dark side compared to the
Okay, usually Zins are going to present themselves in the white pepper zone. With these bigger full-bodied wines, you're going to be looking at, flavors in the not a peppery spice, but more of a baking spice and hints of chocolate.
Almost all spicy.
Yeah, is what I would be describing as the spice flavor in this wine, and the Cabernet Franc, even though typically if you're consuming a Cabernet Franc or mine, it's not going to be green or herbaceous, but the Cabernet Franc is what's lending the spicy character to this, because paired up with the luscious wine of the Syrah and then the intensity of the Petit Syrah, you're in this nice, I would say, nice baking spice with some chocolatey overtones. So I was almost actually leaning towards a mole, but mole has got peanut butter and some crazy spices in there, so I didn't want to say it, but it was that chocolatey, spicy middle that I was thinking of.
And again, that's the food,
but a
interacting
real
on
nice
your tongue
cherry,
and changing the flavors.
Real nice cherry up front on the nose.
OMG. I am
that
so
cherry
excited
translates,
about this.
but what's really nice is that bright cherry up front. Then it just starts developing, going to black cherry, maybe some plum. It's this wine is young, so it's not quite that. If you're used to the 16 dark side and the 14 and the 13, where they're kind of like a big heavy blanket. This one is on the verge, but it still has some uplifting character to it before it gets too dark. But gosh darn it, so fantastic! And I'm going to go ahead and say, John, yes, excellent pairing.
Excellent pairing. And I think you should try it.
Oh, you know what it is?
Spicy. You're getting it now.
It's also the red onion is really coming through.
Yep.
And doing some things in there.
And maybe that's what it's bouncing off. I had a lot of that red onion because that's all I had on mine.
My chipotle. Adobo.
Adobe. You build a house out of this thing. It's that good.
That's throwing some super spice, and I think that's helping the Cabernet Franc bring some spice out. So you want some spiciness in the dark side? Get my crab recipe where I have the chipotle adobo aioli. Yes, I know what it's supposed to be.
You can call it whatever you want. It's your recipe, gosh darn it.
But that is actually doing quite nice with the dark side. And that's a pretty potent thing, and it has some cumin in it. as well. And so
Really?
cumin is a toughie to pair
It's
with
tough.
red wines, but
Normally you go with
but
Tempranillo.
you're backing that cumin up with a bunch of oil that you're going to emulsify to create this beautiful fat, and so it's actually working quite nicely.
Wow.
Mm.
No, good call.
Yeah.
Good call, the dark side.
I think it's
And
pretty
it's so
good.
fun because we haven't been playing a lot with the dark side. We've been tasting the heavy metal because we're getting ready to put it in your next wine club. So get ready for the 18. Oh boy, the 16 still fantastic, but the 18 is really exciting right off the bat.
Actually, don't want to call John out, but he is one of the larger club members, and so he's going to actually get a vertical of the heavy metal. So he's going to get a 16 and an 18.
That's right. Super exciting.
He gets to look at gaming.
He gets a lot of good stuff there.
That's right. There is actually a picture of somebody we know on the label, which is weird.
That is true. So many years ago.
Back in the day.
All right. I'm tired of being serious. Let's have some fun.
Okay, back to fun. But John, great call with the
You were
dark
right.
side. You hit that right on the head, sir.
Actually,
Spectacular.
gosh dang, I gotta
Completely
get one more.
fantastic.
Oh no, I lost my bun.
I want to tell you that Liz Osborne,
Hi, Liz.
Donna, her sister-in-law, made butternut habanero soup, and they're having some skins to go with it.
Butternut habanero with skins.
Butternut habanero soup with skins.
Oh, heck yes.
The Osbornes.
I don't think you can go wrong with that pairing. It's the ultimate pairing. Because when you did your habanero,
Wow.
and then you put the bacon on there, the skins was totally next level.
One of the ultimate pairings with the skins by far is butternut squash soup.
Sure.
Throwing some heat on there.
Mm-hmm.
And if I believe that's most likely my newest skins that they're having it with, where not only is it got the apricots, it's got this beautiful unripened pineapple and this tropical flavor profile to it. I'm suspecting that is fantastic.
I think you're right. Well, enjoy that, you crazy kids. Cheers to you.
I wish I had that right now.
I know. There's nothing like butternut squash soup in the wintertime.
No, it's good. Actually, last night I had roasted butternut squash.
What?
Because we needed some pictures for the dinner with Brad and Jim. So I made my crab last night and I made the pork last night. And but I was like, oh, I need a side dish.
I need a side.
So I did butternut squash. No, I didn't do it. Somebody who may have attended the event made some.
Oh, good. But you had it and used it with it.
Oh, it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Love me the butternut squash.
So did you put that in the oven and just like
that was probably in the oven, probably with some butter, probably with some, good baking spice.
God, I bet that was fantastic.
Roasted up, and butternut's got that wonderful buttery, nutty, and delicious flavor. It was absolutely fantastic.
Super fun.
And then for those of you,
Here we go.
oh,
yay! It's so fun to actually have a couple of stagehands to grab our stuff for us.
Get out of there! Good God! Hey,
It's like I'm back in Hollywood. Hey,
do I have to take my
Gaffer,
plates?
plug that in.
Why is there so much stuff going on there? There we go.
There's just a lot going on today. That's all it is.
But anyway, that was absolutely fantastic with it. And here's the deal. With all of us in the lockdown, create some fun meals. I would love it if you guys created some meals and said, hey, Brad, I had this meal and this wine went fantastic. It may be a shocker where you're like, wow, I wouldn't have expected that to go with it.
But it was crazy.
But it may be one of those situations where it's a classic, but it took it to the next level.
Sure.
How much fun is that?
Yes. Tell us what you're eating. Shoot me an email.
Yes.
We'll make it. We'll play with it on screen. It'll be fun.
Yeah, and then we're just throwing some fun things out here. Catch me up on the text line. This isn't really applying to you guys because you guys actually pay attention.
Because you pay attention. You know what's going on.
Open the emails and know what's happening. But I do appreciate it when my dentist lets me know that I've got a dentist appointment the next day.
Right.
Sends me a text. Hey, idiot, don't miss your appointment
Don't forget.
tomorrow.
To not be racking wine tomorrow morning.
Right.
You've got your gums to be scraped.
Yes. And so we've no. I keep good flossing. I don't need to
I'm
be
certain you're
no
super
no
flossy.
no
As a
scrape.
matter of fact, I call you super flossy.
No scrapings here. But anyway, long story short, is I really appreciate that, and because if you've ever seen my email stream, it's quite difficult to keep up with it at any one moment. But a quick little text of hey, this is happening, that's happening might be nice. And so we're going to be starting this little texting situation where we'll let you know this is important.
Sure.
This was happening. I want to keep it to once a month, so it's not obviously distracting.
We're not gonna bother. We're not gonna spam
But
you with
it's
junk.
super important things like your wine club's coming. You're going to get billed.
Change it now. It all goes out next
Yeah,
week. That sort of thing.
those type of things are coming,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to be super helpful for most everybody because then if it's
Lives are
if
busy
it's if
right
it's
now.
if it's important, you're like, oh my god, I probably should search for that email that I completely missed.
Yes, and then look into it.
and
But you
find
know
out what's
what?
going
I may even send a link. If I send you a text
on.
saying,
Just
"Hey,
click.
just click right here, check it out," and it's like, "Oh my God, those are the wines I want. Fantastic! I don't have to do anything." But then you're like, "Oh my God, I'm having paella. I need Tempranillo."
Yes.
Then you're like, "Bam! I've got my Tempranillo. I'm in. It's done."
Or I'm having paella. I should have Brad's recipe for paella.
Yes,
so
you
I
should, because
Um,
it's pretty gosh darn
all
good.
those super duper exciting things, and 5 words or less, so that you can inspect it in less than a second
You
and
can see it in the
decide if you
subject. You don't
care.
even have to open the damn
You
thing.
decide if you care, decide if you don't, discard it or
Swipe
investigate.
it to the left.
And
Hit
it's
delete.
going to
Yes.
be it is not going to be any swiping.
Well, in the iPhones, if you swipe it to the left, it gives you the delete button. And then you can delete that and say, "Goodbye, Mercury. Thanks for ruining my day with your stupid text." But that's not what you're going to say. You're going to say, "Wow, thank you, Brad. Thank you for letting me know this is happening."
All right, are you done with your rant?
I'm done.
Excellent. Anyway, that stuff is coming soon, so be looking for that, and that way you're not going to miss the most important things. Just like I said, it is only going to be the most
The best,
extreme important things.
coolest,
Like, are you going to
most
be billed
awesome.
for a wine club, or is there
Yes.
something?
Is something charging to your account?
Or is it
Yes.
is something coming quickly out of stock
Yes.
or something
Right.
like that?
Oh my God, we're out of
But
dark
very
side.
short, very
John!
sweet, and all of them with a link. If there's more information than that 5 word
Yep.
deal, it'll be
Then you can, if you
can
want
link
to.
and find out. And if you don't want to,
Who
that's the best
cares?
part.
That's the best
You
part.
disregard it. You don't need to swipe it and delete me out
No.
of your life,
Well,
but you can just disregard it and then move on with the rest of your life, which is much more important.
it really is. Although some people, they just like to make sure their inbox is clean. I'm not that person. I have 44,000 waiting
Why
emails.
would you say that is something that you even know about? Why would you even pretend to know about that situation?
I happen to be married to someone who has a clean inbox.
So after how many years it has not rubbed off anywhere?
Not even a little bit.
Very interesting.
She can't even look at my phone. It's got too many notifications. It's like violently notifying people of things that I should be paying attention to, but yet I don't.
True. All right.
I only open Brad's stuff. That's the only thing I care about.
Hey, Danny, would you open your email and see if you can get online and see if we're sold out of the Dinner with Brad and Jim yet?
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's find out.
Because it'd be awesome to close tonight that
We're sold out and you can't do any more. But one fun thing about Wine Club that we haven't mentioned, that if you add a case of Sauvignon Blanc, which is almost gone, so you should probably buy some, buy that case, get dollar shipping, or if you're a pickup person, you can just come in and get an extra bottle of Zin for buying that delicious case of Sauv Blanc.
But wait, there's more.
There's more?
If you add it on with your wine club and you're a shipping customer, does your wine club come?
Oh, you also get that dollar shipping on your club.
I know.
What a Who thought that up? That's a fantastic deal.
You're saving $1 million.
Well, at least 75 if you're on the East Coast.
That's a fact.
That's a big deal.
That is way more.
That's cool.
So anyway, there's the dealio there. That is absolutely That's the truth. That's
Yep.
happening right now.
So get your Sauv Blanc because you know what?
It's basically free.
It was 72 here today.
Especially if you have the Hudak discount. It's
That's right.
basically free.
It's basically free wine.
Free wine.
And you're going to be drinking it. You know it's going to get hot. You know the minute you're going to blink and all of a sudden it's going to be warm. It's like, where did winter go? Yeah, I'm ready for some Sauv Blanc. Actually, I drink that Sauv Blanc all winter. It is so good.
We have been. It's just absolutely
We've been
awesome.
just going. We've been pounding it since nobody can come see us. So we just drink wine all day. Well, I do. Brad actually works.
That's not true.
Brad actually works.
Some of us have to drive around the county.
You
and
do.
that does
You
not
have to
happen.
drive around. You have to move barrels. You have to carry things in your truck.
Yes.
I don't have to do that. Thank goodness.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, my friends. I'm feeling like I would like to get home early tonight.
What?
Check out some stuff.
Do you have things to do?
I think that I do.
Okay.
Maybe
No,
maybe
I'm
some
sure
sort of.
Danny is making wild waving noises in the back. Okay.
Maybe I need to go see Clarice. See if anybody gets their fish fillet on tonight or something like that.
Hello.
Or just kidding. Won't ever watch it. I've heard about it. It
I
scares me.
only read about it.
I read about it and it scared me. There's no way in doggy hell I'm going to be reading
Watch
that.
Dude.
You know where
Not
I
gonna
live.
watch 7 tonight.
Everybody knows where I live. You know, anything can happen up there,
Dude,
out on the hill.
it's crazy out there.
So,
It's scary. You're at the end of a road. It's scary.
but anyway, thank you guys so much. This has been absolutely awesome. You guys know where to find us. You know that your wine club is coming.
Yeah.
And if you want to change it and you haven't, please do that very soon.
Shoot me
It's
an
much
email.
easier
Give me
to
a call.
change it before we
Whee!
ship it or get it ready for you guys to go. So I just want to say thank you guys very much. It's been absolutely fantastic. One last little thing.
Okay, what? Now what?
We've got so many cool things coming right
We
now.
do. We have a lot of things on the burner.
Actually, the reason why I wanted to end early is that
Because
I
you
don't
don't
want to
tell
talk,
people.
I don't want to
know,
talk about
because
it.
we got tons of fun things.
We've got so many cool things coming, and I'm not going to talk about it.
All right,
I'm going to
fine.
talk about it maybe next
We'll just-
week.
we'll
And
just tease
I
you about
got to
it.
figure out how I'm going to let this all come out. But
Oh God, Brad.
there's some really amazing things coming. The Brad and Jim dinner, just the start. We've
Yeah.
got so many great things happening.
There are things on the burner.
Yeah. So everybody,
Okay.
stand by. We're gonna.
Watch your emails.
My
Watch your
goal,
phone.
my goal is to make your life so much better than 2020. So you actually have
We're
something
gonna
fun and
crush
exciting to
this
do
year.
because we've got so many great things happening. I'm excited, but I don't want to let them all out of the bag right now. But we've got a
Fine.
lot of things happening.
Fine.
JJ, send us home before I spill the tea.